Hey guys, welcome back to High Yield Intraday Trading. I hope every one of you is doing good. So before we start discussing today's topic, let me request you all to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button here. Once you click on it, you will get the confirmation on the left bottom corner. Post you subscribe to my channel, also make sure to press the bell icon and click on all. You will get the confirmation on the left bottom corner so that whenever I upload a video, you get the notification about the same without any misses. Also, I would request you all to subscribe to my Telegram channel with the name HYIT Intraday Calls because I share a lot of things over there and it might be helpful to you in some way or the other. Hey guys, very good evening. So today is 12th of July 2021, a Monday, and here I am with another live trade of mine. So today I took a trade only in one script, that is Century Text. So as usual, let's get on to the video wherein we will have a look on the order book and then the net position, and then I will summarize as to how the day was, and then we will move on to the charts where I will explain why the trade was taken and what was the mentality behind taking up the trade and my thought process and all those stuffs. Okay, so let's move on to the video first. So let me play the video. So this is again the Asta Wave application, mobile application, and we will move on to the order book. Let's get on to the completed tab here. It's taking up some time. All right, let me pause the video here. Okay, so Century Text, it was a buy call. I'm so sorry, I didn't pause it, I believe. Yeah, so Century Text, it was a buy trade wherein I got into the trade at 698 rupees 50 paise and wrapped up my trade, sold the shares at 705 rupees 45 paise. Okay, now since it was a 7 rupees script, I was aiming for around 5.5 to 6 rupees. Right, but I got very close to a 7 rupees profit. Okay, which is again 1% of the script price. Okay, so this is the order book, and as you can see under the completed tab, we have Century Text. Now moving all to the all tab, I was actually trying to take up some other trades. Let it come up first, then I will explain. Yeah, let me pause the video here. Okay, so Century Text was the first trade that I took up, and then I was trying to take up a buy position in Ambuja Cement, and then I was trying to take up another buy position in Tata Chemicals. But unfortunately, because the capital was not sufficient enough, all of those attempts were rejected. Okay, that is the reason why you see the number 5 there under the all tab. Okay, let me play the video and we will move on next to net position. Let me pause the video here. So as I said, just one trade in Century Text, and the profit that I got was 2,452 rupees and 60 paise. Okay, now to summarize today's day, the capital that was deployed was 40,000, and from 40,000 the profit that I made was 2,452, which again is a return of around 6 to 6.25%, I believe, right? So capital deployed was 40,000, profit made was 2,452. So the returns that we got for a single day was around 6.25%. Okay, so as let me repeat this once again. As I always say, if you trade well, it doesn't matter how small your capital is, you will be able to make 4 to 5% of whatever capital you have on a regular basis. Okay, so the same has been shown by me today as well. Okay, so let me play the video and let it finish by itself, and then we will move on to the charts. Right. Okay, so it's done. Let's move on to the charts now. So this is the 15 minutes chart of Century Text. The technical that I have used here again are the pivot point standard. As you can see, it's already drawn, it's already present on the chart. So this is Century Text, a 15 minutes time frame. Okay, now let's start with the explanation. Now the day started here with a red candle. Now again, as I always say, we have to wait till at least 9:45 or 10 o'clock or 10:15 to know in which way a stock might be going. Okay, so this red candle does not define anything. Okay, so as the time passed by, this is the green candle which actually gave a shoot up. Okay, it gave a shoot up and it closed above a particular resistance level, that is R2. So what does it define? It defines, it tells you, it hints you that CenturyTex can go up further. Okay, and it did go up further. But the question is, as a trader, will you take up the trade here? My answer is a no. I did not take the trade here because it was 9:45 in the morning, and according to me, it is a very early time to take up a trade. Okay, because anything can happen. uh, like 9:45 is a very early time to take up or to decide as to whether to go long or to go short. Okay, so I gave it some time and I did not take up the trade at 9:45. That was reason number one why I did not take up the trade, even if the technicals were matching. Okay, second reason why I did not take up the trade is, if you remember, I always tell that always wait for a retracement to happen. Okay, and in this 9:45 candle, till 9:45, starting from 9:15 till 9:45, there has been no retracement yet. Okay, it just gave an up move. It spiked up. It had not given a retracement yet. Okay, so that was reason number two why I decided not to take up a long position at the 9:45 candle closure. Okay, so I decided to wait further, let this guy go up, and then let it retrace, and then I will decide what needs to be done. Okay, so I avoided taking up a long position here. Okay, now it moved up, right, and then the retracement started. Now when the retracement started, it came down till this particular pivot line, that is R2. Okay, and this is the candle which gave us the confirmation that Century Text is taking a support at a particular resistance level. Okay, the 11:15 candle. Now the reason why I have drawn this white background was because I missed this particular retracement. When this thing was actually happening, I did not note that particular thing. Okay, I missed. I did not check out the chart right from 11:15 till 12 o'clock or till 12:15. Okay, I was busy hunting for some other scripts. That is the reason why I missed this retracement. Now, under normal circumstances, the entry that you should be taking is at the 11:30 candle starting, right? Because again, the technical reason is the 11:15 candle actually breached the resistance, that is R2, and closed above it. So your long entry should be initiated anywhere at the 11:30 candle, once the 11:30 candle starts. Okay, so this was missed anyway. Now the main thing is, as a day trader, how do you tackle this particular scenario? Okay, now when I got back to the Century Text chart and when I saw that I have missed this particular retracement, I'm sorry, missed this particular up move, the first thing that came to my mind is, where is the next resistance? So the next resistance is R3, right? So I need to have a gap for at least 5 to 6 rupees, or maybe 4 to 5 rupees, so that I can take up the entry and book those 4 to 5 points of profit, right? So it is a 700 rupee script. Under normal circumstances, you can aim for 1% of the script price, which comes to around 7 rupees. But since I have missed this particular up move, my next aim is to catch at least 4 to 5 rupees. So I have to know, if I take the entry somewhere here, how much gap do I have before the next resistance, so that I will be able to make at least 4 to 5 points in this particular buy trade. Okay, so the first thing that I looked out for is the resistance. Okay, now the purple line that you see here, it is a kind of resistance if you know the basics of price action. Why am I calling this purple line a resistance? Is because this particular point has been touched multiple times, but the script was unable to breach it. Right, now these three candles, this red candle, this green candle, and this red candle again, these three candles is a 45 minutes time. So this guy, CenturyTex was trying to breach this particular high or resistance since the last 45 minutes to 1 hour. So that for sure becomes a resistance. So what did I do? What I did was I went ahead and placed a stop loss buy order at 698.50. Why 698.50? It's because this candle's high has to be breached if CenturyTex has to go up, right? Because this purple line is acting as a resistance. So the resistance has to be breached in order for the script to go up. Now the high of this particular candle was 697.85. So I just roughly took up a number of 698.50, right? 698.50 is anyways greater than 697.85. So that is the point where I placed a stop loss buy order. Now, what is a stop loss buy order? If you are somebody who is new, please go through Google or YouTube, or I think I have also made a video in regards to stop loss buy orders and stop loss sell orders. Okay, basically, in a nutshell, let me explain it real quick. So, if a script is trading at 700 rupees, okay, you cannot put a limit order at 701 rupees. Okay, so what is happening here is the script is trading at 700 rupees, but you want to go long only when it reaches 701. So none of the trading terminal allows it. It is as per the system. The future prices cannot be taken up in limit orders. Okay, so if you try to put a limit order at 701, it will reject your order. So in order to fake the system, instead of a limit order, you put a stop loss buy order. So the system will think that it is a stop loss order and it will execute when the prices rise from 700 to 701. So that will be a buy entry for you. I hope that is clear. Okay, so I put a stop loss buy order at 698.50. Okay, and when the price reached that particular level, my order was taken at 12:26 p.m. at 698.50. Okay, and the next important thing is my entry was at 698.50. And where is the next resistance? The next resistance at is at 703, uh, yeah, 703.60. So it comes to around exactly 5 rupees 10 paise, or let's take it 5 rupees. Okay, so that is what I'm aiming for. i I would have been also I would have also been okay if I would have booked my profit at around 703 rupees. I was absolutely okay with that. Okay, because that will be around 4 rupees 50 paise. Now, since I know that this move has been missed by me for a 700 rupees script, even if I'm able to catch a 4 rupees or 4 rupees 50 paisa move, that is a good deal for me as a day trader. Okay, so I was actually aiming for around 703 rupees. Okay, but it gave a spike. It gave a spike, and the high that was made was 706 rupees, and I immediately went ahead and booked my profits at 705.45. Okay, again, this is again a 7 rupees move that I have caught. I mean 6 rupees 95 paise move, but again, let's wrap it up. Let's round it up to 7 rupees. Okay, so for a 700 rupees script, I easily caught a 1% move, that is a 7 rupees move. Okay, and after I booked my profits, I don't care whether the script goes up further or whether it falls. I really don't care, because what I did in this trade was absolutely according to the technicals, was absolutely according to the plan that I made. Okay, so I hope you got to know something more about how to manage your trades when you miss a particular up move. Okay, point number one is always make sure that you identify the proper support or resistance levels. Only then you take the entry. Second point is, whenever you are taking an entry, let's say for example in this particular trade we were in the buy side. Okay, we traded in the buy side, so always make sure that you have sufficient space between your entry and the next resistance level. Similarly, if you are going short, always make sure that you have a sufficient gap between your entry and the next support level. Okay, that will minimize the tension while you trade. Okay, that will give you an ease to stay back in the trade. That will give you a lot of space, a lot of time to wait for the trade to move in your anticipated direction and then to book your profits comfortably. Okay, so I hope you understand what was the thought process behind this particular trade. Okay, later, if somebody would have missed all these things, then also we had a nice chance here, right? So it again spiked up. You should not be taking up any trades when it is going up, right? You have to wait for the retracement. It again retraced back, and that was a perfect support that it took on R3. Okay, and again it started moving up. So if you are somebody who would have taken a trade here, a long trade here, then your entry should be at the 1:30 p.m. candle, any price at the 1:30 p.m. candle. Okay, so let's say for example, just for an example, let's say you entered at 708 rupees or 709 rupees maybe. Okay, so what should be your target? Your target should be the day's high or just below the day's high. So the high was 716.15. So you can target for around 715 rupees or 714 rupees, right? So your entry was at 709 and you booked out your profits at around 715 rupees. So it's a nice 5 to 6 points move that you catch here. Okay, a perfect scenario of taking up a long trade. Okay, but the only requirement, the only prerequisite is you need to be patient enough for the script to retrace and then move up. That is the point where you take up the long trade. Okay, so I hope it is clear, guys, and I hope that you learned something new uh, from the explanation that I just gave. And I will try my best to go ahead and record my video for the next like 4 sessions, not all the 4 sessions. As I've promised, I will try to take up at least 2 trades uh, to show you at least 2 trades in a particular week. So I will try my best to catch up another trade. Okay, so that I can explain my thought process behind the trade that I took, and so that I can contribute a little bit towards your learning curve. All right. So that's it from mine, guys. I hope you all are doing okay and you all have a good evening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sticking back, and I will catch you later. Bye bye.